Hey guys, it's Max. Today I wanted to discuss uh, the Bitcoin adoption versus the internet, institutional adoption, and why I'm so bullish on Bitcoin going forward. So let's get started. So first off, we need to look at the Bitcoin market cap. So Bitcoin currently sits at a $780 billion market cap as of March 21st. Ethereum is my second favorite crypto. Actually, Ethereum really is my favorite. Bitcoin is my second. And Ethereum sits at 347 billion. Now you can see the total market cap for crypto. Where is it? Total market cap is right around under $2 trillion. So let's look at how this compares to the equities market. And I also want to show you after this what I think the market cap will be based on the current adoption levels that we are currently seeing, because crypto is being adopted worldwide by countries, by institutions, by everywhere, and it's only going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we want to go over some news. So you see the most valuable asset in the entire world right now, the most valuable stock is Apple. Let's do it by asset. So the most valuable asset in the world is gold, Apple, some Saudi Aramco, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Silver, Tesla, and Bitcoin is actually ninth. But what you see here is Bitcoin is valued currently at 788 billion. This does not even compare to gold, which is at 12.3 trillion. And I think that Bitcoin eventually could catch up to gold and end up flipping it, which would leave it at about 15 to 20x from here. It's possible. It could take years, but I think that's definitely where we're going with crypto, and Bitcoin in general. And I'll give you my 2 cents on why I believe that is. Here's something that I found interesting and I've been following for a few months now. It's Internet versus crypto adoption chart. Predicts 1 billion users by 2027. And if you see, this is the internet user timeline, 1990 through 2028, and this is the crypto from 2014 through X amount here. So as you can see, the lines are almost identical, and actually crypto has had more of a rise if you look in the last 8 years from 2014 to 2022 than the internet, which is quite amazing because everyone in the world uses the internet today, and it almost follows it exactly. So currently we sit at 200 million crypto users. By 2026, 2027, there could be about 1 billion. So that is about 5 times as many crypto users as there are today. Now, we talked about the crypto market cap at 2 trillion. If there's just 5 times as many users, it will be at least 10 trillion, probably more, because as there become more users, there's more use cases for crypto. People will be using it and holding it in their daily lives. And this is just something that's fascinating. It's just mirrors of the internet. Human nature is one that looks things at a linear stance, or is not as good as looking at exponential growth. And yes, this is exponentially growing because this is on a line, but this is on a line in the value of 10. So it's this exponential adoption. Next, I wanted to look at institutions. So back, 5-10 years ago, it was unheard of that institutions were going to be adopting crypto. Now you look at some of the biggest companies and institutions in the world owning crypto. MicroStrategy, they own 121,000 Bitcoins. So 121,000 times $40,000 per coin, 41,000. That's how much money they have in that. Tesla owns 48,000. Galaxy Digital, I'm going to get to Galaxy Digital later. They own 16 Square. There's many, many more. And this doesn't even include companies that don't reveal how much Bitcoin, how much Ethereum they hold, because there are tons and tons of that too. KPMG Canada, they own, this is a top 4 accounting firm. I actually had to look them up. I know they're a huge firm, but it is one of the big 4 accounting organizations, I think, in the entire world. Correct me if I'm wrong. That could be wrong. They announced they own Bitcoin, Ethereum, and recently followed up with the purchase of a World of Woman NFT. Yes, guys, NFTs and crypto go hand in hand. Bitcoin, you cannot buy NFTs with Bitcoin, but Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, a lot of my other favorite coins. But for now, we're going to stick with just going over the Bitcoin, but we'll go over the Ethereum later. Maybe other videos. Another thing that's happening is just today, guys. Goldman Sachs and Galaxy Digital announced the milestone of the first ever over-the-counter crypto trade. So I know a lot of these big banks like Goldman Sachs and Fidelity have been trying to, get the license to sell crypto for months and months and even years, and they didn't. This wasn't exactly a crypto purchase on an exchange because they're trying to get it, publicly saying just as an over-the-counter, but it still paves the way. This is paving the way for other companies to purchase crypto. Goldman Sachs, one of the biggest banks, Galaxy Digital, which I already said owns crypto, right here. They owned at this point, they claim they own 16,000 Bitcoins. Now they're paving the way to own even more. And on top of that, we have countries. El Salvador, as you guys know, already made Bitcoin legal tender, and basically El Salvador, almost everywhere in the country, I believe, accepts Bitcoin, not crypto. And with the more countries and places like Apple Pay and PayPal accepting Bitcoin, more people are going to be holding Bitcoin. And if you're holding Bitcoin, if more people are holding Bitcoin, the value of the coin will actually increase. And that is the biggest, that is why I am so bullish. There's tons of adoption. As I said, this is following the likes of the internet. I want to go back to the internet thing because this is saying by 2026, 2027, it's a 5 times increase. I've seen that in 10 years, if this trend keeps going, about 5 billion people worldwide. We're at 200 million crypto adopters right now, and people don't use it. If 5 billion people in the world adopt crypto and are using it to some extent, who knows what this could be. And remember, guys, there's 21 million, and there's only 21 million Bitcoin that can ever be mined. 21 million. So even if every millionaire tried to own one Bitcoin, which they could do because a Bitcoin is 40,000, eventually, I think there's about 50 millionaires or 50 million millionaires in the world. So there's not even enough Bitcoin for every millionaire to own one. It's it's a growing asset. And on top of that, that's another reason that I believe that Bitcoin is the future, because it's so scarce. Gold, you can always mine gold, you can always find gold. Crypto and Bitcoin especially there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins ever created. And companies, you can see, they're owning it, they're trying to get it off exchanges, and they want to be a part of this. So that's why I believe crypto is the place to be and one of the best investments you could possibly make going forward. But let's go back to Malaysia. So as I told you, El Salvador already did make crypto legal tender. Apparently Malaysia may be the next country to make Bitcoin legal tender, and this is a big deal. A lot of people are saying it's like a domino now. Once this country does it, another country will do it, another country will do it. On top of that, Bitcoin, El Salvador keep going with their Bitcoin city. As I told you about El Salvador, originally they were passed the law on June 21, and every economic agent must accept Bitcoin as payment when offered by him. And on top of that, they're not the only other country that's legalizing Bitcoin. Ukraine last week, obviously because of the war, Bitcoin has been a big help to them. They've received millions and millions of dollars in donations through Bitcoin and other NFTs, and Ukrainian legislators voted to legalize cryptocurrencies just prior to the Russian invasion, actually. And I saw also another thing is Argentina might be looking at this too, so that's something to keep an eye on going forward. But this is basically why I'm so bullish. Again, how fast it's getting adopted, it's almost as fast as the internet, and we're still in the early stages, only 200 million people. I think if we got to the internet, it would be close to 5 billion. So we have ways to go to even get to the internet. Institutional adoption, it just keeps coming. Today, Goldman Sachs and not Goldman Sachs, it was it Goldman Sachs? It was one of the big banks. Yeah, it was Goldman Sachs, and Galaxy Digital announced their milestone. So we have that, and we have countries even adopting Bitcoin. Countries, institutions. The adoption rate is absurd. And if you're not in Bitcoin, if you're not in Ethereum, if you're not in crypto now, it is time to get in. You are missing out. It is one of the best investments, I believe, that you can make for your future. So guys, that's it for me today. As always, this is a new channel. I'd really appreciate if you could hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.